disastrous effect this might have on the morale of the American teenager. No, I'm not suggesting the boy doesn't want to go into the Army. It's just that, no, I'm not trying to. Well, it seemed to me that 2 weeks from today, at the induction center, he'll be there. Rosie, thank God you've come. This is the end of the Almalu Music Corporation. Conrad Birdie's going into the Army.
And your faithful secretary is hereby submitting her resignation.
Huh?
I just dropped in to say goodbye, Albert, darling. Lots of love.
Rosie, you can't. Not today of all days. My pills. Where are my pills? Little white ones I take when I'm overwrought.
Here.
Not so much. Break it in half.
You're 33 years old, Albert. You can take a whole aspirin.
I am not 33. I'm a long way from 33. I won't be 33 until tomorrow. Water.
It's no use, Albert. My mind's made up. I've been with Almalu 8 years now, and as you well know, I've been a lot more than just a secretary to you.
Rose, those were moments of madness.
Well, between the moments of madness in the office, I put in a good 90-hour week.
I get it. You want a raise.
Wrong. You know what I want.
Rosie, if you're referring to anything of a more permanent nature between you and me, I'm not ready for it. Besides, there are religious differences.
Spanish is not a religion.
And if it's part of the company you're after, the answer is no to that too. Almalu is me, Mama, and Lou. And any change in it would kill that wonderful woman who bore me.
Nothing could kill your mother, Albert. Except maybe a silver bullet.
And I won't drop poor old Lou either. He loved you, Rose.
I loved Lou too. Sure, he was warm, he was loyal, he was lovable, but he died 6 years ago. And besides, he was a wire-haired terrier. Anyhow, it's not part of the company I want. This is something much more important.
Rosie, if you're going to discuss what I think you're going to discuss, I'm in no mood to discuss it.
There's nothing to discuss. Conrad Birdie's going in the Army. I've quit. There's nothing you can do but give up the business, go back to college.
Rosie, I'm up to my ears in debt. Conrad's got a $50,000 guarantee, which I can't pay. And I've just taken a severe overdose of aspirin.
But Albert, this could be your last chance. Would you please listen to me, Albert? I'm serious. He's going in the Army is the best thing he could do. Now you're free to start to do what you wanted to. Albert, Albert, Albert. I remember how you told me I should trust you for a year. It would just be for a year. But it's 8 years, Albert. 8 long years, Albert.
Rosie, it takes time to build a business.
It was only a sideline, that's what you said. You just needed some money, that's what you said. You were going to college and get ahead. Instead of being a music business bum, you were going to NYU and become...
Don't say it, Rosie.
An English teacher.
Rosie.
And furthermore, he wrote poetry.
Rose, please.
And in the NYU yearbook of 1952, under Albert Peterson's favorite piece of literature, you know what it said? Little Women.
I'm ruined in show business.
An English teacher, an English teacher, if only you'd been an English teacher. We'd have a little apartment in Queens. You'd get a summer vacation, and we would know what life means. A man who's got his master's is really someone. How proud I'd be if you had become one. It could have been such a wonderful life. I could have been Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson, the English teacher's wife. It was goodbye, Geoffrey Chaucer. Hello, William Morris. Goodbye, NYU. Hello, Alma Lucas. When you wrote Conrad's last hit, Ugga Bugga Boo, then I knew that was it. You were through with English forever. An English teacher, an English teacher, it could have been such a wonderful life. I could have been Mrs. Peterson, Mrs. Albert Peterson, Mrs. Phi Beta Kappa Peterson, English teacher's
Rose, I'll make a deal with you. Stay with me. Help me get the money to pay Conrad's guarantee. And as soon as I'm out of the red, I'll dissolve the company and go back to the academic life.
Albert, you're on.
Of course, it may take a while, but I'm sure that by 1973 or 74 at the latest. What's that?
Something that's going to push that date up a few years. Pick a name.
Pick what name? What are you talking about?
All right, I'll do it for you. McAfee. Kim McAfee. Age 15, President and Recording Secretary, Conrad Birdie Fan Club member number 2748, Sweet Apple, Ohio. Mary, get me Sweet Apple, Ohio. The number is capital 78820, and call me right back.
Now wait a minute. What's going on here? Who's Kim, whatever her name is?
Kim McAfee, Albert, is who's going to send you back to college with the biggest hit this company has ever seen. It's called One Last Kiss.
I've never heard of it.
You haven't written it yet. But when you do, and when that one last kiss is from Conrad Birdie on his way to the big cold army for 2 long years, and when that kiss is given to a fan chosen at random from 1,002,000 hysterical teenagers, it'll make Mr. Birdie the hottest soldier since Joan of Arc.
Rose, I'm beginning to see it. We cut the record here in New York,
Take that greasy bongo-playing car thief to Sweet Apple,
let him kiss the kid.
and release the record. Albert, you'll have enough money to stay in college your whole life.
Rose, it's wonderful. And I promise you, as soon as this thing is settled, it'll be just the two of us, Rose, in perfect bliss. I'll get a job teaching English and bliss. Kiss. That rhymes. I wonder if anyone's ever used it before. What difference does it make? It'll be great for the song. Oh, one last kiss. It gives so much bliss. What is your dentifrice? No, that's too clinical.
An English teacher, an English teacher, one day make me an English teacher. Yes. Well, every phone in Sweet Apple can't be busy. What's going on there? Kim McAfee just got pinned to who? Oh, never mind. Just keep trying and call me right back.